Just as a hobby, I try to do stuff on here and Instagram, Twitter, and I've made good relationships with people on Twitter. So I'm one of the only people that still sees some benefit to it, but I mean, overall, it's just a garbage, just coming at you totally. But the problem with like YouTube is that you could always do more, you could always do bigger, you could always do better, or whatever. And when you start talking about like more bigger videos or videos that have a more like post production, like putting in effects and putting in different things, it just takes more time. I mean, you can streamline some of the process. It's just a matter of learning it and figuring out all the shortcuts and everything, but that's a process. Is that something you really want to invest your time in? I've invested the some of the time. I think the equipment is where the big investment comes into it. But lately, I've just been wanting to do more photographs. I really this is on the Sony. This thing I can really. I'm starting to dial it in now. I'm figuring out what I need to do to get what kind of shot that I want, and that's a lot of fun. The video becomes secondary in some way, except for like there's a few things that I choose to do video. Would never think of doing pictures, but I don't know. It's always just what more. How much more do you want to put in? How much more? I doubt it'll get out anything because I don't do anything that's that interesting to a lot of people. It's just me. This is me. I don't really want to have to pander to people. It's not pandering. I feel it's pandering, but I mean to appeal to like most people say appeal. I just don't care about it. I don't really. I get to do what I do, and people maybe somebody watches. Most people don't. I don't. That's not anything I'm worried about. I think trying to appeal to people or stuff like that or pander really. I don't really. That's just something I don't just take to it all. If that's your thing, that's your thing. Because even though like to be like a what's a successful photographer? Like the guys that I know some people that do freelance things like that. They make some money. They're very good though. That's the thing. I'm not very good, but they're very good. And then you're like taking pictures of like weddings and quinceañeras and stuff like that. If that's your thing, cool. If that's how you make your money, good for you. I don't. That's just not my thing. Doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It's just not my thing. I just wouldn't feel comfortable taking pictures of people, let alone people like on like a wedding or something like that. That's like really big and important to them. I don't know. Concerts, maybe. But then I like to watch the concert too, believe it or not. There's sometimes where I'm just recording, but I'm not looking, I have the phone here and I'm just doing it at like chin level so I can still see the show. But I don't know. This is not an end. This is not a means to an end. I'm not looking to do anything than what I'm doing right now. There's no ends, only means. I just want to continue to try to take a better picture, make a better video, tell a better story. That's all I'm worried about. I think if I can become a storyteller in a way, not to sound too presumptuous about that either, but just to be able to tell a story, I think that's what I'd like to be able to do. And that has no end. That's an ongoing thing until they stick you in the ground or an urn or whatever. So that's it.